Hey, hey, hey!
Hey guys, how's it going?
What's up, Monday people? What's up, team? What's happening? How are you guys doing today?
Fabulous.
Fabulous. She's got curls still. Her hair was all curled up yesterday.
Don't say still. Don't tell them I didn't wash my hair this morning.
It was all curled up. What's up, Kim? How are you? Timothy Glenn, what's up with you? How are you? What's up, team? Nice to see some of you guys jumping on live with us. What's up, Kathy? If you are live, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, Cheryl. Hello, Gladys. We were just talking about Gladys this morning. Hey, Cheryl. Nice to have you. If you are catching this on the replay, let us know. Type in replay. Let us, guys, where are you guys from? I mean, I say, okay, there's Connecticut. Thank you. I know Tracy's from South Florida. Cheryl, what's going on? Jenny, what's going on? You guys type in here where you're from, because a lot of the team gets on these, and we're starting to connect and get to know each other. Not we, like we kind of know you guys, but like the people on the lives, that the new people are joining the team are getting to kind of know who you are and meet you guys and say, hey, we got members in Michigan, we got people in Connecticut, we got people in Atlanta, we got people in Texas, in California, and Puerto Rico. What's going on? There's Jill. We know Jill. That's our Jersey girl. What's up, Jill? Jill, your Facebook Lives are so good. Keep them up. Jill crushes Facebook, guys. She's doing awesome there. So nice to have all of you guys joining us today. It's going to be a fun live with you guys today. We've got some things that we made some adjustments to over the weekend that some of you are aware of. Some of you probably not aware of, and we're going to make you aware. That's why you want to watch these lives from start to finish so that we can share this with you guys. We want to talk right off the top, though, congratulate some distributors that have done some amazing things. We haven't been able to formally make some of the announcements. And really, the one rank advancement, it's not definite until a couple more days, but we're going to let the cat out of the bag anyway. We've got a new Pro 6 in the team, guys. Holly Tomet out of Michigan. Congratulations. A new Pro 6. Yay! So awesome. A lot of people have watched Holly's growth through these Facebook Lives and some of the things that we've done in our virtual workshops, because Holly and her team, Becky's on her team, Stacy is part of the support team for Holly, Stacy King. You guys have watched these women just, I want to say, methodically rank advance. It started with some really cool things that Stacy did, that she took ownership and she started rank advancing. She started believing in herself. Then she got, I think it's 6 people to an elite academy. And from those 6 people came Holly. I met Holly on a Zoom for the first time. This girl was on vacation somewhere in Mexico, and she was on a team Zoom, and I recognized it. And after the Zoom, I called Stacy, and I'm like, does she live in Mexico? She's like, oh no, she's on vacation. And I told Stacy, I'm like, you better watch that one, because when someone's on vacation and they're taking this business serious, they're plugging in, pretty good sign that there's going to be some good things there. And we watched her go to Pro 3, Pro 4, Pro 5, and now Pro 6. And what I love about this story, and you're going to continue to hear about this story, because they're not done. I know they're not done. What I love about this story is these rank advancements have happened while a lot of people have had doubt. And these ladies have absolutely proven that right now, at this moment, is an amazing time to be at this company. It's an amazing time to achieve your goals, whatever your goals are at LifeVantage. They are proving that it's possible every week, every month, by rank advancing and showing everyone it can be done. And so for the new people that are here, it's awesome for you to connect and watch their stories. Mimi, I see Mimi's on here. I think Cindy's on here. We kind of got that story going too. Massive rank advancements going over in that group. And there's a lot of Catherines and Kathys and a bunch of K's and C's over there in Connecticut, another C, that we're going to be watching all those C's. There she is. See? Connecticut's in the house.
You can't make money and excuses at the same time. Some people are making money, some people are making excuses.
This is true.
And I mean, I think about when we got in the business, we enrolled in October, going right into those holiday months, and we didn't know, but evidently some people use that time of year as an excuse for why their business doesn't grow, why they're not where they want to be. And we just were working. We just went to work.
We were too dumb to know you weren't supposed to grow.
That's, they say ignorance on fire is better than knowledge on ice. So that was us. We were like just going and building our business. And, looking back, it was like, wow, that was accomplished when other people say it can't be accomplished. And so, it's a matter of putting your head down and keeping the excuses somewhere else.
So we've said forever, guys, that any network marketing business, the most important people in your business are the people that just joined, the people that have been in for less than 90 days. I hope you guys have that like ingrained in the brain, that the people that join are the most important people in your organization, and the people in the last 90 days are the future of your organization. That doesn't diminish the people that have been around forever. I say forever, 10 years. 10
forever.
Years seems forever, because without those people, the new people would have never had a chance to hear about LifeVantage. But if you're a distributor wanting to grow an organization, it's your job to be consistent, as Stacy just said in there. Consistency is the key. If you're consistent in what you do, then eventually some things are going to happen in your organization. And so for those that have been around for a while, just stay consistent. Don't go do a lot and then do nothing. Stay consistent. The right things will happen.
Well, and the company they dangle little carrots out there to help you in doing what you should already be doing. And that's another thing I want to point out. We had some people like really catch a big carrot, like a trip to Ireland. I know that...
Do they eat carrots in Ireland?
I don't know. I'm going to find out. But I know that Holly qualified for that. While she was like doing what we do, go and build our business, she qualified for a trip to Ireland. So did Stacy.
Yep.
And Tim and Sarah.
And they double qualified. So, they're taking the husbands along with them. So I've already thought, hey, guess what? The husbands may be watching this. I don't know. But guess what, guys? When you get to bring the family along, when it's not just you, and expose them to these amazing people, amazing entrepreneurs, and you get more people being your cheerleader, it really speeds up the activity. And they're not the only ones. Jean DeLucia qualified.
The Woodruffs of Canada.
Yeah.
Guys, it's those incentive trips. That's you have the ability to learn so much more about growing your business. It's not just about going and getting all expenses paid and getting treated really, really nice and seeing things that maybe you've never seen before and never thought you'd see. That obviously is a very cool piece of it. But watch these guys when they come back from that trip and just see how much growth takes place because of it.
So congratulations to all of you that rank advance, and we're gonna see if we can after the 15th we'll get a list of our rank advancements, and we'll make sure that we get some more shout outs to all of you that have been doing a tremendous job, and we'll be some cheerleaders for you on to the next rank. So this week's core value is our 7th core value, and it's lead with kindness. And when we were developing this core value, remember the core values have been put together to sustain a lasting business. That's what we all want, right? Not only do we want to build a residual income, but we want the income forever. And these core values, that was like when we sat down, we were like, what are the core values needed to sustain a team for decades? And we said, this is them. This is the 7 core values needed to sustain a team for decades. And it wasn't a mistake that the first one is that we're intentional and that the last one is that we lead with kindness. Because people tend to remember first and last. They just forget about the stuff in the middle sometimes. So don't forget about the stuff in the middle. But leading with kindness might be number 7, but it's not the least important. In fact, it's one of the most important things that you can do with an organization is lead with kindness. Now, if you don't have a team yet, when you get your first distributor, then you have a team. And when you get your first customer, you kind of have a team in the making, because a lot of times customers become distributors. You want to lead with kindness. And Lynette and I were talking about how you do this, and many times the mistakes that we make as distributors by not leading with kindness, because how many times have you enrolled someone and they don't do anything? In fact, a lot of times, right? And so through the years, Lynette and I have thought about this, we've debated it, we've worked on solutions for it, and the reality is we can't control what people are going to do. Okay, we know that, right? But the reality is, unless you take responsibility for everything in your life, unless you take responsibility for everything in your life, then you are out of control. You have given control to someone else because you're making an excuse. Okay? My distributors aren't doing anything. Well, do you want to be in control of that or out of control of that? Now, again, we can't control what people do. It's not like we are like, can control people like they're, little machines or puppets, right? We can't do that. But if you will take responsibility or a portion of responsibility, what it does is it puts you in control, and what it does is put you in solution mode. It forces you to try to figure things out, because if you're not trying to figure out why they're not doing anything, then you're out of control. And I don't think anybody would like to say, hey, yeah, just control my life. Please, someone make all the decisions for my life. And so this core value, when it comes to leading with kindness, we feel as if a lot of people do nothing because they're not being treated kindly. They're not being treated the way they want to be treated, or maybe expectations have been put on them that feels hard. Tony Robbins talks all the time about pain and pleasure. And I shouldn't be talking about Tony Robbins. We should have Gary Stern here talking about. You guys see what Gary Stern's done this past week? Holy cow, he took this deal, this course with Tony Robbins, and he's fasting and jumping off telephone poles onto trapeze. And like he, of course, one of the only ones that did it. That's what our leaders at Team True Blue do. We crush things. Gary Stern crushed it. But our new people that come into LifeVantage, they're no different. They're going to either seek pain or pleasure. No one wants to seek pain. They're going to seek pleasure. And so we want to make this process as a distributor as pleasurable as we can. And we do that by putting ourselves in their shoes. So I don't know, you've got some thoughts about what the new distributor can do when they come in here, but
I've got all kind of thoughts that honestly on that topic, because I feel like, well, I could go a bunch of different directions with it, but we also talked about covering some of the invite stuff. So,
well,
depending on where you want me to take it, I was going to talk about it in relation to that.
We do want to talk to you guys about the importance of third-party validation and how important that is with the invite, and how you invite and how that rolls into things with some of the announcements we want to make for you guys. So if you want to jump into that, let me just finish the thought. Just know, guys, that when you get a new distributor in this business, we have people that have joined this team that have a variety of different desires of what they want to do with this. And at the beginning, most of the time, they may have a strong desire or hope that they're going to do something with this, but they just kind of have their toe in the water, right? And what we want to do is we want to make that a situation where we can get money in their hand as fast as we can. And the way we do that is by getting them engaged, right? The more they will tell people, then the better the chances that we're going to find some people that are interested that will say yes, and then we can get some money in their hand. And so pain versus pleasure with this, right? When we sign people up, we don't spend hours, we used to, we don't spend hours trying to figure out their why. That's not the first couple hours, okay? We don't spend hours trying to figure out their goals. We have a form that we use, right? Our checklist that allows them to tell us what they want. That's what that checklist is in place for now, so that we can find out what their desires are, and then we can customize how we're going to launch their business. That's being kind. We don't tell you, we used to in the beginning, we say, this is the way you're gonna do it, this is the way you gotta do it. We don't do that anymore, right? Because we've just realized through the years that not everybody thinks the way we think, or not just, when I say we, all of we in here, right? And I just happen to believe a lot of people that are on these lives and in this Facebook group have a desire to achieve more. That's why you're here, right? So when I say we, it's all of we here, right? We have a high desire to achieve some things, but not necessarily everybody joins our business does. And so we need to kind of meet them where they are, figure out what they're comfortable with, right? And preparing for this call, Lynette was like, well, you do have to get out of your comfort zone. You do have to experience a little pain. And my response to that was, depending on your desire, like if you have a big desire, it usually means you're already experiencing some pain in life, okay? Either financial pain or time pain or emotional pain. And when that pain's high enough, then the pain, quote unquote, of introducing this to someone is not really a pain. It's nothing, because the financial pain, the emotional pain, whatever this pain is that you said yes to LifeVantage, your desire, that pain is so much bigger that telling someone about LifeVantage wasn't a pain. And that's where I was. That's where I was, and that's where Lynette was when we joined LifeVantage nearly 10 years ago. We wanted out of the situation so bad. That pain was so bad. Telling someone about this was not a pain, but that's not everybody that joins our company. So people that end up doing nothing, I'm just telling you guys, those people usually have not experienced real pain enough, and the pain of telling people about this is so great they tell no one. And so that's why we need to figure out where those people are, meet them where they are, be kind. Being kind to them is asking questions, not telling them what they're going to do, asking them, here's a few options. How do you want to do this? And then loving on them until they're ready to do this business.
And it's also probably because their belief isn't quite there. And so if you're not leading with kindness, then they may leave before their belief gets there, right? So that's the value in always having that mindset, is that it might allow them the time they need to get themselves where they need to be mentally to be able to do this business, because it's a different timeline for everybody. It clicks differently for each of us, which is part of the reason why we're so we encourage so much for people to get to Elite Academies, because we recognize that for most, that's where it clicks. And so leading with kindness will help prod people along until they get to that point of it clicking, and then realizing that this could be what resolves the pain that they're in.
Yeah, be a source of energy or kindness in someone's life that doesn't have very much kindness, okay? Well, people are surrounded by not so kind people, and you want to be that person. Because they're then going to be attracted to you when it is painful enough, right? You don't want to be the person that increases the pain in someone's life. You want to be the person just the opposite from that as a distributor. And you're going to gain friends, you're going to gain distributors, and you're going to gain whatever it is you came here to LifeVantage for. So let's jump into some things that we did over the weekend that we're really excited about with the team. You may have noticed that Crazy Yellow Pill has had some modifications to it. The main video in Crazy Yellow Pill has been switched out with a video that corporate released a few weeks ago that we are extremely impressed with. It is by far the best video corporate has ever produced. It is an amazing, amazing video. And we are really excited about the direction corporate's taking, and we're also excited about the conversations we had with our leaders well before we made this change. We didn't just, Lynette and I go, hey, let's switch this out. That's not the way it works. We do our best to lead with kindness, and so we talked to our leaders and asked a bunch of questions, and almost 100% of them came back and said, yes, we love that video. We feel like, we call it the Jenny video. The video that was there, you guys know Lynette shot a video that we all loved, and we replaced that with an actress. Her name is really Jenny, so we call it the Jenny video. And we still think that video has tremendous value. So we're not getting rid of it. It's still going to be in Crazy Yellow Pill. But we felt, and the leaders of Team True Blue felt, that the video that's there now is a video that will be better received for the masses and tells the LifeVantage story in such a complete way in just 3 minutes that we feel as if it's a video that plays into a higher recruiting mode. In other words, this is a video that as you meet people, strangers, you can send in the Crazy Yellow Pill a couple times a day. Our vision for this is that you're sending people to Crazy Yellow Pill at least twice a day, new people, to check out this video. And they're going to now see a video that really captures the essence of what LifeVantage is, from the history to the breakthrough medical product that we have, to the science, to how the science works by activating your cells. We think it's a home run. And we've made sure that we are being consistent across all the platforms, because the video's been switched out at Life Biohacked. So, and the video is now in the LifeVantage app. So, everywhere you go, the LifeVantage app, it's there. Life Biohacked, it's there. Crazy Yellow Pill, it's there. And we feel like it's a great first touch. And if you script it right, the script is basically going to be, hey, would you take a look at a video? If I send you a link, would you take a look at it? You guys know that we've been through these trainings a million times with you. And once they watch the video, we know they're going to have questions, right? And so we tell them that, hey, I know you're going to have some questions. I had some questions. I'm going to follow up with you after you watch the video. We feel as if the second touch video is the ABC primetime video that's already in Crazy Yellow Pill as well, because that's kind of what we saw the team doing. We've been monitoring your behaviors. We've been a little creepy. We've been watching what's happening on Crazy Yellow Pill, and your behaviors tell us that you love the science page. And so we've made some changes, and we think we've hit a home run. I know that the leaders are all on board with this. So anyway, we're excited about that. And so
the nice thing is it's such a short, concise, but impactful video. Like, there's a lot of information in a short amount of time, which is great because of people's attention span nowadays is like 2 seconds. So it was well done, well scripted.
Yeah, and so we listened to the team, we listened to you guys, we listened to our leaders, and it's in place now. And at the next virtual workshop that's coming up in just a few weeks, we're going to spend some time on how to use the video, specifically in the app, because there's some massive updates that have happened inside the app, and that's coming. And there's scripts inside the app to send out for the video. It's really, really, really good. So we're excited about that. And the last thing I just kind of wanted to touch on, Lynette and I, in preparing for today's call, is the importance in the recruiting process of third-party validation. I had another situation this weekend. We were in Puerto Rico. I was working with the teams there, and we had a leader sit down with us, and the person that brought them to LifeVantage introduced them to the LifeVantage family and opportunity, did this perfectly. used third-party validation, got them to a meeting, and then from the meeting, they had some more questions and they sat down with us the next day. And I was able to be the validator and edify the leadership that put her in front of us. And she enrolled that afternoon and already has enrolled someone else in her organization. And this is a woman that's been around network marketing for many, many, many years. So, it could have been like, no, I don't need third-party validation. Just tell me, I need to know this, I need to know this, I need to know this. And that's just not the way it works, guys. It's not the way it works. I almost said you must use third-party validation, and I filtered myself. I brought it in. You don't have to do anything, okay? You don't have to do whatever you want. But if you want a growing organization, if you want to be an elite distributor, if you want to be a Master Pro 10, then you must use third-party validation. You might get to Pro 3, you might get to Pro 4 without third-party validation. You're not getting to Pro 6. It ain't happening.
It's what duplicates. Using third party is duplicable. If you're depending on your own talents, well, not everybody has those same talents. So it's what's duplicable.
So just share some ways that you like to set up third party, ways that you're using third party.
Well, so Messenger is a great method for using third party chat, a third party person, because it allows people to do it on their own time frame. So that's become a very common thing to do. It's not the only way, but if you're already friends with somebody on Facebook and you can connect through that method, especially if they have a hectic schedule or the person that you're trying to connect them with has a hectic schedule, it allows people to do it on their own time frame. But three-way calls continue to work. That's exactly how we came into the business. It still works. It's just a matter of whether or not you can get their schedules to align. And you guys, in setting it up, there's different methods in setting it up, but I really just like to explain to the person, I want you to hear it the same way that I heard it. I don't want to mess this up for you. It's too big of a deal. Most people can respect that, because a lot of times our friends will ask, well, why can't you just tell me more about it? It's too big of a deal. I don't want to mess this up for you. I want you to hear it the same way that I heard it. And especially if you're a new person, you can throw in there. And besides, it allows me to continue to learn every time I hear it from somebody who has more experience. So we'll get on together and we can learn together. So those are just a couple variations of what can be done. Obviously, third party can be used in just sitting down and having a coffee with somebody if the people are in a local area. So all three of those examples for setting up third-party validation can be done in any circumstance, right? If you're the busy person, you never have time, Messenger's great. If you live in the same city, well, maybe you sit down and have coffee if you've got a validator to be able to do that with you. Or if you can align the phone calls, our phone calls were aligned from Florida, Texas, and Arizona. So that can be done too. All methods work and all are effective because you're hearing it out of someone else's mouth. And for whatever reason, the way that our brains work, the psyche, it allows us to be able to hear the information and not question the information, at least to the same degree.
And so that's kind of the how. Like that's how to do it, right? I personally am in love with Facebook Messenger right now. I love it because we're very busy and it allows me to reply when I'm available. Like literally, I've already done 2 Zooms this morning. I've already done 2 Zooms this morning and they were back to back. If you guys tried to do if I had to do a call this morning, I'd have to say no. But if you use Messenger, I can say yes, right? If you want a Pro 10 to validate for you, use Messenger. I just put it out there. Now I can't do 3-way calls for all of you. I can't do sit-down coffee meetings for all of you, but there it is. It's out there. Facebook, put me in a Facebook Messenger chat, and I will do it. Now, it's going to have to be when I can do it, right? But that's the beauty. If you want me to validate, and I'm not going to speak for Lynette, but if you want me to validate, it's going to have to be through Facebook Messenger.
Well, it's much more doable in that respect. Trying to schedule calls and coffees and all of those different things are complicated given our schedule because we have so many commitments. But when it's done through chat, it's very doable.
And I love video. I love video. Like I got, less than 60 seconds to respond there because it's I think it's a 60-second video. But it makes it personal. I love voice, but I rather the video because I think almost every video gets watched in its entirety. The voice thing can sometimes go too long, and I've already said if someone sends me a 4-minute voice message, I don't listen to it. Yeah. I just don't do it. So let me tell you one more reason before we jump off here, the why. So we've talked about the how. The how for me is Facebook Messenger. I am still doing 3-way calls, and I love Zoom too. When it's appropriate on Zoom, like if it's someone that's ready to make a decision, I love third-party validation on Zoom. Or we can also do it, we can use Facebook Messenger as well in a video chat. You can put, you can put more than 10.
Yeah, because you can FaceTime people with Apple devices, but if they're not on Apple, you can't.
Right.
And so with Messenger, you can do the video chat with a group of people.
Wherever they have a cell phone signal or Wi-Fi signal. It is powerful. So anyway, let me wrap this up by one more why. The reason why you should use third-party validation in your recruiting process is, as we already said, the most important people are the people that are new and in the first 90 days. Those people do not have the belief of someone that's been around more than 90 days. They don't have the belief of a Pro 4, Pro 5, or whatever higher rank. And hopefully that's who you're using in your third-party validation. You're using Pro 3s, Pro 4s, Pro 5s, and up to do your third-party validation. And what happens is when your contacts ask those questions that you really don't want to be asked, the pyramid scheme question, the only the people that get in first question, the snake oil question, all the silly questions, I don't have time question, I don't have money question. I love, like my little boy, my little Trent Sipu, I wub it when people ask me those things because I've been around this long enough and my belief is 100% in the company, 100% in the product, it's 150% in network marketing, and it's 100% in me. So when I'm doing third-party validation for the new person, they're getting 100% belief. My posture is so strong that whoever I'm talking to may say no because I can't control that. But they're going to know when that call's over that this is for real. Product's real, company's real, network marketing's for real, and I'm for real. They just may not be ready. That's why you should be using third-party validation. Because when you're brand new, you are not 100%. You may think you are, but as soon as someone hits you with a question like, this product gave me headaches or gave my mom headaches, you stop. And I know you stop because you stop inviting. I watch the numbers all the time, okay? We don't stop. That stuff doesn't faze us, right? Because we just know what we know. We're 100%, and that is the number one reason why you should be using third-party validation in your recruiting process is because you're getting someone with 100% belief, and those people convert. We close deals on our posture, and a new person just doesn't have that. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's live. It's these Mondays roll out. It's been a great week. The people in Puerto Rico send their love to Team True Blue. They love what's going on, and you guys should love what they're doing. An amazing group of people. I was in New York before that. Guys, this trip to Ireland, we didn't even say this. So we named some people, right? We've got more people going to Ireland in this incentive trip from a team than ever before. We've got 20 of our Chinese team that's going to Ireland. So congratulations to Henry and Kate and Ada and Mindy and Jennifer. Jennifer was the number one.
Was she really?
She was number one. So congratulations to all of our Chinese leaders up in New York, and they're going to Iceland, and they're going. You guys want to have fun? Go find our Chinese team because they have some fun when they go on these trips. So, you guys have a great week. Have some fun this week. And we've got some amazing things happening within the team, and we hope to be announcing your rank advancements soon. You guys, talk to you later. Bye-bye.
See you guys.